go announcers.
Welcome everyone into ICRC's coverage of Mariemont football here tonight at Kusel Stadium. The Warriors will take on the Williamsburg Wildcats in a battle of the undefeateds as we see the kickoff go away here. And it's going to be onside recovered by Mariemont, number 7, Finn Warren. I'm Will Stevens alongside Jamal Moore. Jamal, who are some players to look out for in this one?
Well, on the Wildcat side, you got J.J. Miller, a dual-threat quarterback who's off to a great start. He's got 8 total touchdowns through his first 2 games, throwing 5 touchdowns, running for 3, and he's just a great explosive runner. He can really sling the rock if he needs to.
Yeah, going to be exciting to see him out there tonight. However, it's going to be Charlie Tully leading the Warriors down the field. He's also had a great first 2 games.
He definitely has. He's a great player, a great runner as well. I think he leads the CHL in running yards this year up to this point, and he's going to look to get off to a great start. The Warriors are going to look to go 3-0.
Yeah, that one goes backwards, though, on the run. The Mariemont run game has been dominant to start the season, folks. You got Lawson Wade and Hunter Metz leading the charge in the trenches, and then Max Duckwall and Finn Warden have been splitting carries back there. A lot of Charlie Tully in the run game as well. Those guys have been great getting the ball down the field. It might not look the prettiest at times, but they do a really good job. But they got 2nd and long here. Glassmeyer in motion. They're going to give it to him. Got some blocks up the sideline. He's got the edge. This will be a first down and more down inside Wildcat territory. First down, Warriors. Big run on the end around from Glassmeyer.
What a run by Duckwall. You know, he really knows how to follow his blocks, and he's really a great, patient runner when he gets the rock. You know, and if we're looking at injuries for the Mariemont Warriors, you got Eli Lupien, who's out, Talon Vianello, Oliver Lupien, and Trey Gabbard, you know, just to name a few. And these are key players they could be using, up to this point.
Oh, they fumble it here, and it's dived on by the Wildcats. Turnover, a flag on the play. We'll see what goes on. It is going to be Williamsburg football if this holds up.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Dane Jones, Williamsburg.
And if you look at the replay, the transition just gets a little slippery, and it just, he just loses the football.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I actually loved the play call there, trying to go with the little pitch back to Glassmeyer after we handed it off to Duckwall, but that's the one thing you can't do on the opening possession, and that's going to be a huge play for the Wildcats. See if they can take advantage. Miller gets the snap. He's going to fake the handoff to Holden, goes across the middle, and this one a little bit underthrown, but it's incomplete.
You know, when I talked to Coach Leon, he told me for Mariemont to be successful in this one, they had to limit turnovers. And they're not off to a great start with that one, but they hope to, not have any more turnovers after that one.
Speaking of turnovers, J.J. Miller, he's off to a great start, as Jamal said, but in Game 1, he threw 3 interceptions and coughed up a fumble. Game 2 against New Richmond, he did improve on it, but that could be something to look out for tonight. He's a very risk-reward player. We'll see what they go to on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw again. He steps up, looks to run, and is swallowed up by Lawson Wade, the big man in the middle right there.
That was another thing that Coach Leon told me about. They have to be wary of J.J. Miller's knack to run the ball and scrambling ability. You know, he is very explosive when he gets out in the open field, and they can't let a situation like that happen.
Yeah, Miller reminds me a lot of Oakwood quarterback in week 1 that Mariemont had to go up against. Also a dual threat type of guy, and they did not do a great job defending him. He had a big game, even though Mariemont was able to pull out with a win. 3rd and 10 here, though. This is a big play early in the game. If Mariemont can get the football back, looking to go deep. This is going to be a first down. Great conversion there, great play call. Picking up the first down, it's Alex Irvin.
You know, we can just really see the arm talent that Miller has on that one. You know, we do talk about his running ability a lot, but his arm talent is also a big thing the Warriors need to look out for if they want to be successful and win this football game.
Yeah, Williamsburg led by head coach Nick Ayers. You know he's going to do a great job using his weapons early in this game. He's got a couple of them. Now they're going to go shove the ball to the right side, and he's going to get out of bounds for about 5 yards. Aiden Holden leading him out with a block there.
Warden, the closest defender, 2nd down.
know, we just saw Finn Warden get involved in the tackling game, and he does lead the team in tackles, and he's just a great linebacker for the Warriors this year.
Second and about 6 is what they're going to now. All shotguns so far for the Wildcats. They're going to stay that way. Snap it to Miller. They're going to hand it off. Pierce Ayers looks like short of the first down there.
Warden on the tackle of Ayers. No
Got to be
gain,
honest, Jamal, I don't have
37.
confirmation on this, but Pierce Ayers and head coach Nick Ayers, I'm going to have to assume there's a relationship there.
You have to assume so. Great to see, you know, father coaching a son if that's the case.
Third down here. Got to think it's 4-down territory from the Wildcats right now.
Especially with J.J. Miller's running ability.
He's going to step up, looks to throw, looks to go deep. And this one looks to be caught. What a throw. What a catch right there. Oh, my. We just talked about him. It's Pierce Ayers on the big play, senior to senior connection. Wow, what a throw. Jamal, take us through this one.
And once again, we get to see the arm talent that he displays. He had Jack Simpson on his back, you know, coming at him, and he just stays composed in the pocket and throws a dime down the field.
Yeah, into the red zone for the first time tonight. It's the Wildcats after a beautiful play. We said high risk, high reward. That was definitely one of those throws, but it paid off that time for Miller and the Wildcats. Little trickery here is what they go for, but it ends up going absolutely nowhere. They're stopped at the line of scrimmage. They faked the handoff to Ayers, tried to punch one up the middle, but the Mariemont defensive line was all over that.
You know, somebody that we talked about earlier who made a stop was Big Lawson Wade in the middle there. He can really disrupt things and really on that defensive front there, and just something to look out for there.
Yeah, we talked about the injuries on the line earlier. Oliver Lupien was listed as probable with a potential knee injury. I've yet to see him go out there tonight, but we'll see later on if he gets utilized. Looking for the end zone, not a lot open here. Flag on the play. Miller steps up. He's brought down inside the 10. Gonna have holding here, and we're gonna back up 15 yards.
And, you know, that's another thing Coach Leone talked about on the Mariemont side. They have to limit penalties. They cannot have a lot of penalties on their end, and they have to, you know, cut down on those totally if they want to be able to stay in this game and win this game.
Yeah, week 1 against Oakwood, the penalties were a problem. You can kind of excuse that week 1 jitters. Then last week against Norwood, it was an issue again. And as we get into conference play later in the season, you're definitely going to want to see that get worked out by Mariemont, because that's not something you want to have to worry about midway through the season when you get into playoff time. You want to be confident that your team can stay disciplined out there.
Definitely not. That can be a drive killer if you have a long gain and then a penalty brings it back. 2nd
and goal from the 19 now. Williamsburg might need something special if they want to convert. Pierce Ayers at the bottom of your screen. Miller looking to throw, steps up, still looking to throw, eventually finds Aiden Holden. Flag on the play. Holden still on his feet and finds the end zone. What a play by number 5, Aiden Holden. We'll see what the flag is here.
The initial play results in a touchdown pass to Holden, but there's a flag on the play.
And it looks like this one's going to go against the Wildcats. No touchdown. Mariemont gets bailed out there, but what a play by Aiden Holden to even find his way into the end zone in the first place.
Definitely shrugs off a tackle there and gets to the end zone. Just like we were talking about with Mariemont, this is something that can kill drives, those penalties, and they need to limit those if they want to win.
Yeah, never good when you have a and goal situation from nearly outside the red zone. That's never easy to convert.
Definitely not. If you look at the replay, we can just see him battling and fighting through all the tackles as he just forces his way into the end zone.
Holden Miller in the backfield here. Joey Morris at the bottom of your screen. They're going to put Ayers in motion. He goes up the middle. Miller almost sacked, now sneaks away, throws to the end zone. It's Ayers, touchdown Wildcats.
No problem for J.J. Miller there. You know, we talked about a goal-to-goal situation from that far out being hard. He makes it look like a piece of cake.
Man, Jamal, I tell you what, this Wildcats team is averaging 50 a game. They put up 54 in week 1, 46 in week 2. And my goodness, did they score quickly here. Turn the ball over on the first possession, go right down the field, find the end zone on a deep ball here. What a great ball by Miller there. And
Beautiful hands by Ayers to catch it.
the scouting report on this Williamsburg team is that they go for two a lot, and they're going for it here. I think they had 6 in their last game, 2-point conversions. I love that style of play. We'll see if they can put 8 on the board.
Coach Leon says they go for 2 almost every time.
He rolls out right, looking to throw. Broken up and picked off by Tyler Kutcher. He ends up calling it incomplete, but the job is done for the Warriors. They keep him out of the end zone. Still 6-0 Wildcats, though.
Great play by Kutcher, saving the Warriors 2 points. And, that's great for down the road in the football game.
So a very interesting start to this game for the Warriors. The botched play early on to turn the ball over. Then Williamsburg marches down the field. Then it looks like Mariemont might get out of it after Williamsburg started to get backed up, but it ends up being the Wildcats on that Miller to Ayers connection we've been watching out for all night, who punch it into the end zone.
Definitely. If they get that connection going early, Mariemont may be in trouble.
All right, and as they send him out for the kickoff, last week against Norwood, Davis Whitmore was dangerous in the return game, both on the punts and kickoff. So they might be trying to avoid him here if they've watched any film.
And while we have a break here, let's talk about Williamsburg's strength of schedule. Their first couple games haven't been against quality opponents, and so they'll be looking here to get a win against a great Warrior squad.
Yeah, and this is freshman Evan List lined up back there to take the kickoff. I mean, this kid can fly, let me tell you, but we have not seen him returning a lot of kicks so far this year. Might be wary of the onside, as Mariemont. They're going to kind of pooch one to Whitmore. He just falls down on it.
Great decision. You don't want to have any, fumbles again, and just trying to, be conservative.
Yeah, Nick Leon's going to lead his Warriors out there for their second drive of the game. Jamal, what are you looking for if you're the Warriors offense to try and get your team rolling early on?
Well, not, losing the football again, taking great care of the football. Also, I'll be looking to get Cooper Naccioni involved. He is a great wide receiver for the Warriors, and he's amazing if you can start getting him the ball, in space.
Yeah, Cooper Naccioni is lined up against Michael Day right now, where he's got a big height advantage to the bottom of your screen. They haven't looked to go deep to him too much this year, but they might. We've got some movement pre-snap. Looks like this is going to be a false start and back up 5 yards.
See, this is what Coach Leon was talking about. They cannot have multiple false starts and multiple outsides and things of that nature if they want to win this game. They have to be disciplined, and they have to know, what snap count to go off of and things like that.
I mean, it is so killer to be starting your drive 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10. It just puts you behind schedule before the possession even starts, puts you into a passing position. Don't even get a chance to use your strong runners.
Definitely. Charlie Taylor is a great great quarterback, but if they want to be successful, they have to incorporate that running game.
They will hand it off to Duckwall here. He's got a hole. He's going to pick up some good yards, get back past the original line of scrimmage. Going to be about 2nd and 8 from where they brought him down in the middle of the field.
Great run by Duckwall there. He's a great runner, and, we'll be looking to see more of him tonight.
Snap to Teller. They're going to hand it off, go same play again. Williamsburg's ready this time, though, and they bring him down after just a couple of yards. Not even 2, it doesn't look like.
And we can see just how run-heavy Mariemont is. Even in that situation that you were talking about, they're still running the ball and still trying to get Max Duckwall his yards and his carries.
Yeah, 3rd down, and they've got it at 2 here on the scoreboard. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. Looks like more 3 or 4 from where we're sitting. And Leon is not very aggressive on 4th down. He would probably look to punt from here on anything more than 2 yards. So we'll see if they can pick one up. This is a big 1st down. They're going to hand it off again, and oh my goodness, is Williamsburg on this one. Brody Fisher was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped, it looked like.
Great rush by Fisher, and Duckwall really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Williamsburg, you can see it already. These guys are aggressive, defensively, offensively, special teams with the onside kick. I mean, these guys are playing like they've got nothing to lose out here And so far, it's working.
Definitely, they've came out and bombarded Mariemont with their, rushing the quarterback, rushing their duck wall, and just really trying to swarm them.
This one to Tully. He's going to get the kickoff. Pretty clean kick. He gets off to Ayers. Looks like he's going to try and return this one. Pretty good return he's getting out of it. Makes a couple guys miss until he's eventually brought down by the punter, Charlie Tully, who takes him down about the 34-yard line. But a nice return by the athlete Ayers. He's having a big game. We're not even halfway through the first quarter yet.
Definitely. They're going to have to try to contain him if they want to win. They cannot let him run rampant in all facets of the game.
Jamal, I'm looking at my roster here for the Williamsburg Wildcats. The last football coach listed is Zach Taylor. You don't think he has any relation to the Bengals coach, do you?
Well, he could. That'd be an awesome story to tell, by the players.
I'm looking. I don't see him on the sideline right now, but we'll keep an eye out as the game goes on here.
He may be in attendance.
This one's handed off on the end around. Good blocking up the sideline, and he's just short of the first down. Good blocking there for Austin Elkins, the receiver, who's going to take it up the sideline outside the hash marks for about 8 yards.
Austin Elkins runs for 8. Michael Curran on the tackle.
If I'm Williamsburg, just seeing them play early, knowing how these guys like to play, I would not be surprised to see a shot here. Second and short is a classic time to take one. We've already had them see success in the air in this game. I would not be surprised if they try and make a big play out of this one.
Definitely, they're a high-powered offense as shown by the 50 points per game.
Miller calls the shots. Asks for the ball. He is looking to throw. Steps up, wanted to throw deep, and now he's going to be brought down by Lawson Wade at the line of scrimmage. What a big play.
I told you to watch out for him. He's a big guy, but he moves really fast, and he can cause some real havoc out there.
Yeah, just like we talked about, they were running at least 3 guys down the field, a good 20 to 30 yards there. Miller was looking, but nothing was there. Great coverage from the Warriors and a great play by Lawson Wade. Third down here. Third down and short. Looks like about 4. We'll see what they go to here. They love to throw the ball, yet to really have a designed run play so far. Now they give it to Ayers up the middle. What a great play call. He's got room. Almost broke one big, but Tully brings him down just shy of the 40-yard line. That's a first down and some for the Wildcats. The fake to Aiden Holden went right up the middle to their best receiver, Pierce Ayers.
Great play by Tully. He most likely just stopped a touchdown there. As you can see on the replay, Ayers had a burst of speed up the middle, and he was going to be gone without that tackle by Tully.
Now 1st and 10 in Warrior territory again are the Wildcats. Got a bunch set on the bottom of your screen, 3 receivers lined up. They're going to fake the handoff, go outside on the screen pass. Stiff arm given to Davis Whitmore, but he hangs on to make the tackle. Michael Day tried to shrug him off, but Whitmore was resilient and he able to bring him down before the first down.
And he looks a little shaken up after that play. We may have to, look at that.
Yeah, Day limping around a little bit. Looks like he's saying, giving him a thumbs up, saying he's good to go as we approach 2nd and 5. And he is going to end up coming off the field in favor of Brody Fisher. Made the big play on defense earlier. We'll see what he has to offer. He's a big man out there. Oh, and a little collision between Ayers and Holden in the backfield. Miller's going to end up just having to go down and take a knee. What in the world happened there, Jamal?
Looked like Ayers kind of held up the play by smacking into his own player. And Miller after that, he had nowhere to go, nothing to do. He does a smart thing and just goes down.
Yeah, not much for Miller to do there. I truly couldn't tell you what the play call was. They might have been trying to give it to Holden up the middle, send Ayers around the side.
Definitely a little misdirection, and Ayers just gets caught up with his own man.
All right, well, 3rd and 6 now. This is a big opportunity for Mariemont. This is where Miller's been able to convert and make some magic happen so far in this game. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what he can do. or the first quarter, excuse me. And this one's going to be picked up. It looks like he makes the catch. Going to be really close to the first down. It was Austin Elkins. Looks like going to mark him just short, and I would be very confident that Williamsburg is going to go for this here.
Definitely, they're a very aggressive team. You know, as shown, they go for 2 every single time. They score, and very aggressive coach.
Yeah, no question here from Coach Ayers. They're going for this one every day of the week. Bringing Fisher back on for some extra blocking support. Could we see a little punch run up the middle? Could they try and throw one on a slant route to try and pick up the first down? A lot of options here.
I would definitely look at maybe either a deep shot or something that Ayers, you know, along the sideline.
They are going to try and run it with Wilson. Looks like he's going to have the first down there. We saw them bring in Fisher for that extra blocking. Holden let him out with the block, and he just dives across the 30-yard line for the first down.
You know, and that's the luxury of having a scrambling quarterback. You know, those short situations are very easy because, you know, he's just able to run it and, you know, quickly get the yards that he needs.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing early here is when Fisher comes onto the field, looks like they're mostly looking to run the ball. When Day comes onto the field, looks like that's when they're looking to throw the ball because he's more of a receiving threat. We'll see if that holds up.
Great observation.
Yeah, looking to throw here with Day on the field. Now scrambling, evading Naccioni, puts his head down. Duckwell eventually grabs him by the leg, but Miller's able to squeak past the line of scrimmage there.
A little quick scuffle there. You know, looks like one of the linemen did not like that tackle from Duckwell.
Yeah, 15 seconds left in the quarter. Probably just going to run this one down and head into the second.
And you see big loss of weight, just couldn't get to him.
Williamsburg 6, Mariemont 0. We will return at the other end of the field. 2nd and 6.
6-0 Wildcats as we wind down the first quarter. A pretty exciting first quarter it was, and Williamsburg is marching again, threatening to score as we begin the second quarter of play. You know, Jamal, it's youth football night out here at Kusel Stadium. What can you say about the crowd in attendance tonight, the excitement in the air for this matchup? You know, what are you seeing just early on from the crowd?
Well, just a lot of excitement, a lot of, you know, noise coming from the crowd, and just, you know, there was, you know, happiness in the air all day in school leading up to this matchup, and the students couldn't wait to see the Warriors face off in this one. And you know, while we're looking at it, Charlie Tully is a double sport athlete. He's also the starting point guard for the Mariemont Warriors, and a great player in basketball as well.
Yeah, speaking of dual sport athletes, running back Aiden Holden for the Williamsburg Wildcats. He's also a star in the baseball field. I actually used to play with him back in the day. And that kid's one of the hardest workers I've ever met. He's got a great body for the running back position. He's really quick, really strong. They haven't looked to use him a lot because of Wilson and his abilities, or Miller and his abilities, excuse me, but look out for him later on. Anytime the short conversions come up, Aiden Holden could be a guy to watch up the middle. He's a tough man to stop, as we saw on that touchdown run earlier that got negated.
Definitely. He fought his way into the end zone, and Mariemont's going to have to look out for that, you know, further down the line.
Here we go, 2nd and 7 to begin the second quarter now. And they will hand it off to Holden this time. Picks up 2 or 3 yards before Warren and Naccioni work together to bring him down. It's going to be 3rd down, Wildcats here.
And if you see number 16, Jack Simpson, he's a great rusher off the edge there, and he can really get to the quarterback if you don't block him right.
Yeah, had a couple of big plays in week 1 against Oakwood in the second half that really helped the Warriors. I think he had a sack or tackle for a loss, so he can wreak havoc if you're not careful when you block him.
Definitely.
Miller looking to throw. Great block from Holden on the edge. Can't go deep, and now the ball comes out.
The ball is out.
Finn Wharton has it, and this one's recovered by Mariemont.
What a play by the Warriors.
Jack Simpson got in behind him. Holden threw him a block early, but he couldn't hold on. He hit Miller from behind, and the ball came flying out about 5 yards, and it was Warren who was able to dive on it.
You know, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Jack Simpson just obliterates J.J. Miller and knocks that football out. What a hit by Jack Simpson.
Yeah, right on cue was the sophomore there. And Mariemont, that could be a huge point in that game because it really looked like Williamsburg was going to come down and put some points on the board. But now Charlie Tully and the Warriors have an opportunity to march down the field. Hand off to Duckwall here. Good blocking. Burst to speed up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down, but now the ball comes out again. Williamsburg has the football, and it's going right back to the Wildcats.
What is going on? Duckwall could not handle it.
Dane Jones was on the recovery there. He almost coughed it up himself, but was able to dive on it and corral it. That was crazy. Duckwall with a great block, with some great blocks there. Great run. He had a burst of speed up the middle. You saw the ball kind of come loose for a second. Jamal, let's take another look.
I mean, he just you know, gets hit from behind there and just loses the ball. I mean, there's nothing else to it. He was, you know, in the open field. Probably wasn't expecting a hit. Got hit from behind. Ball comes out.
Yeah, actually a very similar play to what happened to Miller just less than 30 seconds before that. So.
Just gets blindsided.
Almost right back where we started. It's Miller now looking to throw. He's going to take a deep shot here.
And it's going to fall incomplete.
Ayers looked like he might have been able to sneak around Whitmore, but really nice coverage from Davis there, and it's going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 Wildcats.
Great coverage from Whitmore there. He was tracking the ball the whole way. It was going to be a tough catch for Ayers.
See, it's plays like that, though, through 2 games from Mariemont that I just don't see them making very often. I don't see them looking to go down the field, and that's been able to work against Oakwood and Norwood. But with this aggressive-minded Wildcats team, we'll see if they can punish them when they try and throw some blitzes Mariemont's way. So far, it's been a lot of Wildcats packing the box and being able to stop the run.
Charlie Tully is a great improviser, though, great when he rolls out of the pocket. And, you know, I do think he will be able to, you know, create some magic if the Warriors do need him to.
Big bunch set here. They're going to hand the ball off on the outside. Not much going on, but a patient runner is eventually brought down. It was Michael Day looking to pick up some yards, but Mariemont sniffed out that run from the very second it started.
This has been insanity the last couple of, you know, plays here. JT Miller losing the ball, and then Duckwall losing the ball. And we can just see how, you know, the game can just flip back and forth.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 now for the Wildcats. Once again, potential 4-down territory, depending on what they do. I don't know what their punt team looks like, but they're going to look to throw here pretty obviously. Mariemont sends a big blitz. Miller steps up, but can't get anywhere, and it's 4th down. Mariemont had guys coming in from all angles there, Jamal. Miller was clearly looking to throw, but he could not get anything off. Really nice play call from Coach Nick Leone there.
He tries to step up, but the Warriors' rush is just too much. And you may see some, here's the replay here. Just a lot of Warriors crashing in, and Lawson Wade and
Andrew Duckwall got a hand on them, both of them there, and they're going for it on 4th down. I like this call. Miller looking to throw again, stepping up,
Wade
rolling out, throwing it, picked off by Ryan Glassmeyer. He's going the other way up the sideline, makes a juke, makes a man miss, and is brought down at the 40. What a great play by Ryan Glassmeyer.
This has been insanity, and this is what you were talking about with J.J. Miller and his, you know, risk and reward type play style. Looks to go for a quick route there to get the 1st down, and Glassmeyer just jumps it.
Yeah, and the more I watch this Williamsburg team play, I don't know if the turnovers are necessarily Miller's fault. You know, he got blindsided on the hit from behind to fumble the ball earlier, and right there they're going for it on 4th and 9. It's not like he can take a sack or anything or throw the ball away. He has to try and force that ball to his receiver. Glassmeyer made a great read to step up and make a return there. We'll see if the Warriors can make something of that. Empty backfield, it's Tully here.
What a beautiful play.
They want him to hurry up. 5 men out. He rolls out right. Looking to throw.
The rush is getting to him.
Wow!
My goodness.
Number 15, Luke Zarnecki with a big hit on Charlie Tully for a loss of about 8.
Tully just runs into a wall here with Zarnecki.
He's looking to throw, just had absolutely nothing. It was Dane Jones who almost got to him, and then Zarnecki lays the wood right there. What a great play.
Roll Silver, we're going to look at that touchdown. Or not touchdown, that interception. You have to start at the bottom.
And here we go, it's Tully just in front of the 50-yard line here, and a flag before the play even gets going.
Looks like another
and it's
false
a
start.
false start. Back goes Mariemont. That is exactly what we've been talking about. It's already coming to fruition in this game. 5-yard penalty. They move back onto their own side of the field here.
Yeah, this is just the penalties are coming very, very often already here from Mariemont. They need to cut down on those if they want to be successful, and they have to get the ball. They have to start getting the ball moving. You know, they're going in the wrong direction right now.
2nd and 22 for the Warriors. Looking to throw now, it's Tully. Doesn't really have much. He's got to be careful not to get sacked again. Now he goes deep, signaling up the field. It's Whitmore wide open. This one's caught. Goes up the end zone, makes a juke. Touchdown, Warriors!
What a play. Charlie Tully directing traffic, tells Whitmore where to go, and throws a dime. Touchdown, Warriors.
What a great play by the seniors right there. Tully was in deep trouble on the right side of the field. Told Whitmore to go upfield, makes the break, and they get 6 points out of it.
Beautiful catch, and then the juke move after just adds a little seasoning on top.
Mariemont loves this play. They've ran it twice already this season. They go bunch set on the left side. Watch out for Cooper Naccioni at the top of your screen here. They might look to go deep to him. They're going to snap it to Duckwall, though, and he gets 2 points. What a play that is.
What a play. Oh, there looks to be some confusion.
And they call it no good.
Oh, they're saying no good.
Mariemont is furious.
7:33 in the second, 6-6.
That was a brilliant play call by Nick Leone. So earlier this season, if you guys haven't been watching, Mariemont loves to run this play where they line up 8 guys on the left side of the field, then lob one up to 6'4" Cooper Naccioni on the right side. If Williamsburg watched film, they would know they like to run that play. So Mariemont instead snapped it sideways to Duckwall, who tried to punch it in. And it looked like he did, but they said no good, which head coach Nick Leone very much did not agree with. But nothing you can do at the end of the day. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And Cooper Naccioni is great in those, kind of jump ball situations. He has a height advantage, and he's, just a really great athlete.
So we're a quarter and a half into this game. Already we've seen 3 combined turnovers between the two teams, a touchdown apiece, a missed 2-point conversion from each side, a big sack from the Wildcats, and a lot more to come in this one.
But like you said, on J.J. Miller's part, could they really be, categorized as, his fault? The first one, he gets hit from behind. He can't see, behind him was his blind spot. And then the second one, he has to force that ball.
Yeah, J.J. Miller certainly could be in contention for SBAAC Player of the Year. I mean, I know it's early, but he's 5th in the league in passing, 2nd in the league in rushing. Williamsburg's 2-0. Could be a historic season for the senior. This one's squibbed up the middle by Kutcher. Scooped up by Ayers as he's going to look to return it. Got some good blocking, and it's going to be Duckwall taking him down, the 4-4 connection.
Duckwall takes down Ayers on the return. First down, Berg at the 28.
Ethan Schust and Luke Robinson got into a little bit on that kick return. I don't know if you saw it, but they were going at each other.
I did not see that one, but I'll have to look for that again if, when the kickoff.
Yeah, he was, I hate to say it, but Luke Robinson did very much get pancaked on that play. It was a bit of a scuffle that broke out after it, and that's what happens when you get some excitement, some adrenaline flowing in the veins, and guys are out there running fast and hitting hard.
Definitely. The adrenaline can get to some guys.
Another loaded box from the Wildcats here. A lot of interesting run plays they've gone to out of this set, and they're going to hand off again up the sideline. It's Michael Day picking up a bundle of yards there.
Taken down by Kutcher.
Tell you what, Tyler Kutcher does a lot for this football team, Jamal. He's the kicker. We haven't seen him tonight, but he is the field goal and extra point kicker. Plays defense. Almost had a pick earlier this year.
Had a pick on that, 2-point conversion
had
there.
An interception on the 2-point conversion.
And in week 1, he laid the boom in on an Oakwood player. I can't remember exactly who the Oakwood player was, but he laid the boom, and it was an immaculate play.
Yeah, used to play soccer. Kid's a good athlete. Looks like Williamsburg might want to throw here. They will go play action, roll out right. No throw. He's going to look to run, and before Duckwall takes him down, he gets close to the first down.
Jack Simpson was in the backfield. If that had been a running play, it was stopped.
Yeah, good read there from Wilson. They go play action. It looked like he was looking to go downfield, but a little run pass option. Now they will give him the first down as they move the chains. First and 10 from the 38 is the Wildcats here. Holden and Miller, the duo in the backfield. Ayers the bottom of your screen. Alex Irvin also in the backfield with them. They hand it off to Holden. He goes up the middle, a lot of bodies. He doesn't get much, not more than a couple yards.
As we hit the halfway point of the second quarter, Holden taken down by many.
And, we've been talking a lot about, Max Duckwall, but if we want to look at the other running back, Finn Warden, he's been a great, number 2 option for them, a great power runner, and just able to break a few tackles.
Yeah, I love the way they split carries between Duckwall and Warden. It's worked really well early in the season, not as much tonight, largely credited to the Williamsburg run defense, but look for that as the season goes on. Those guys are going to be doing a great job together in the backfield. Now it's empty backfield for Williamsburg as they're going to put a man in motion. And they end up giving it to Day, who gets nothing, wrapped up by Finn Warren. We were just talking about it.
Every time we, talk about a guy, he seems to make an immediate impact. So maybe we should talk up the Warriors a little bit more here.
Yeah, third down and long now. Big play out of Warden there. A lot of trickery so far we've seen from Williamsburg, and it did not work out there as we see the handoff to Day get sniffed out.
And Warden just lays the boom on him. Totally getting in there as well.
He let him know about it after the play, too. That was a big play. He turned to the sideline, and they all knew it.
Leon has to be happy with that play.
Third and long. This would be a deflating play if they got a first down. Big stop now for the Warriors. They can force a punt. Miller looking to throw. He's going to go sideline and not pick up a first down. It's going to be close. Alex Irvin almost had it, the big man.
Taken down by Kutcher.
Looks like about 4th and 1. No, they're going to give him the first down again. Another close one that Williamsburg gets the benefit of the doubt on. Really tight spot. Line to gain was the 48, and they have nosed the football about an inch past that.
And like you said, that's just got to be deflating. This defense is comprised of players who also play offense, so you have to think about how much endurance they have throughout the game.
Yeah, absolutely. They hand this one off, fake the handoff to Holden. Now Miller steps up, looking to go deep to Ayers, and this one's incomplete, a little bit overthrown, and they do have a flag, pass interference. A little bit of a late call, but Jamal seems to think it was the right one.
I do think it was the right one. It pains me to say it, but when I saw the play, he got in there a little early, and I felt like the flag should have been thrown a little earlier. It was a little late for the call.
Yeah, Jamal actually beat the referee to throwing the flag in the booth. He had it out of his pocket, throwing it. He knew it was pass interference. He had the right call.
I could just feel it, in here. It didn't look right.
Unlike the NFL, not spot of the foul, just 15 yards in high school football, but still not a penalty you want to be picking up.
And as you said, they're not being disciplined early on here in this game. A lot of penalties already, and this is just not going to bode well for them in the long run.
I mean, especially, it was going to be close, but I do not think Ayers is going to be able to get to that ball. We'll see it again on the replay, but it looked like it was a bit overthrown.
Here, I do think, you know, it would have been if I don't know, if there was no interference, he may have been able to get to it.
Whitmore clearly disagreed with it, I'll tell you that.
But Whitmore does disagree with it.
Shotgun formation, empty backfield for Miller. Austin Elkins, the bottom of your screen there, bunch set up top.
Naccioni,
Naccione's all over the backfield, but he slips away. Now looks to throw. Nearly picked off.
and
Oh
what a
my.
play by Tyler Kutcher. Comes out of nowhere and swats the ball down. And as we were saying, he's a great athlete, really lean, and just gets in there and swats the ball away.
Yeah, a bit of a wobbly throw targeting Austin Elkins there. He was on the run, nearly got sacked by Naccioni in the backfield. Tried to make something happen, but Kutcher got in there to break it up.
And almost caught it on the rebound there. You know, bobbled it for a second. It does fall incomplete.
Now we're going to put Day in motion. He takes it up the sideline, cuts it back to the middle, but Tully, the quarterback, wraps him up for a gain of 3.
And Tully has been all over the field as a quarterback, as a safety here. He's been all over the field. Just a great all-around athlete. You got to love the way Charlie Tully plays the game of football.
Third and about 6 here. Give to Day. This ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage and it falls incomplete.
And that's big Hunter Metz on the line there, getting his hand up and smacking the ball away.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier on the offensive side of the line, right here, making a big play, getting the ball out of the air on the tip, and it's 4th down and 7. We'll see what they look to do. Definitely potential 4-down territory.
And Metz is also a two-sport athlete. He does play varsity football, obviously, and he is a varsity pitcher. What can you tell us about playing alongside him on the baseball team?
You know, another guy who just works really difficult. You know, football and baseball, it's a good combo. It takes a lot of skill to do both, and he's a big guy with a lot of strength, a lot of power on him. We're seeing it tonight. Now faking the throw on 4th down, rolls out right, looking to run for it, and he might have it. This one's going to be another close one. Duckwall was able to knock him out of bounds, and I think they are going to move the chains. Yeah. Long Williamsburg drive here. They're marching their way down the field, just sneaking out 3rd downs, 4th downs, finding a way to move the chains. And to this point, it's working out.
Yeah, and this is just a really grinded out drive. You know, no matter where they are on the field, they seem to always convert.
Another play where they put Day in motion. Now they fake the handoff to him. This time he rolls out, looking to throw, goes back across the field. Touchdown Wildcats. What a great throw and what a great catch by Alex Irvin. 12-6, Williamsburg converts.
What a play. You know, Jack Simpson once again was rushing J.J. Miller, and he once again calmly steps up and just delivers a dime in the end zone.
Yeah, big man Alex Irvin was moving on that play in the back of the end zone, coming across the field. When Miller turned to throw across the field, I was thinking interception in the back of my head, but he knew exactly what he was doing as they found the end zone.
That's exactly what I was thinking. A lot of warriors there around that pass, but it does find its mark. Beautiful play.
Patented 2-point conversion attempt from this Wildcat offense. They're going empty backfield here. Ayers is in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Go to the left side. Got absolutely nothing. And Miller is brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. And once again, they do not convert. Mariemont doing a great job sniffing those out so far.
And that's a big old loss of Wade. He's gonna, you know, take it up, and he's just a force on that line there. And if you see on the replay here, just an absolutely beautiful throw. And what I was looking at was Tully and Kutcher both turned their heads, and I thought maybe they can make a play on the ball, but J.J. Miller puts it exactly where it needs to be.
So about 2:40 on the clock now for Mariemont. Definitely enough time to score, but the way they play, they do run the ball a lot. Got 3 timeouts, though. Shouldn't be too concerned about the clock here, but they're going to need to pick up a lot of yards, and to this point in the game, they have not really been able to do that.
Tully can throw it deep if needed, as seen on the play where he threw it to Whitmore, and they're going to need a lot of pass plays. They cannot waste time getting penalties and getting driven back in the running game.
Yeah, outside of that big play to Whitmore, they haven't really done a ton on offense tonight, but they're looking to change that here, maybe mix up the play calls a little bit. If they can get a tie game or get a lead going into halftime, that'd be huge, especially because Williamsburg is getting the ball to start the second half of play. Big kick there, and this is Evan List who's going for it, but Duckwall takes it and slips down around the 20. Leon is not happy that Duckwall decided to take that ball instead of Evan List. I thought it was going to be the freshman coming in to receive that one, but Duckwall took it himself. Didn't work out too well. Mariemont's going to have the ball in decent field position here.
And not to see the trust that Leon has with his, freshman there, to have him even back there to receive the kick.
Yeah, Evan List, the newcoming freshman, played soccer back in the day, and he's a real speedster. Made the transition over to football now. He's got to look out for down the road.
Definitely. In the years to come, he will definitely be an integral part of this Mariemont offense.
5 receivers out there now for Tully as he's alone in the backfield. And they're just going to go run up the middle, QB power type of play. Big first down. He's got a hole up the sideline. It's Charlie Tully. Got him in beat. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Mariemont. It's a tie ball game.
What a play by Charlie Tully. A burst of speed down the sideline. Williamsburg defender back there to stop him. They could not get to him. What a play.
Yeah, he just eked out Michael Day on the sideline. It is hard to overstate how big that play was from Mariemont at this point in the game. Let's take another look at it up the sideline.
And as you said, beats out Day, just shrugs it off, keeps his feet in bounds. What a play by Charlie Tully. And that's why he's the starting quarterback.
Now they're going to go for 2 and look to take the lead. No, Kutcher's out there. I'm sorry. They're going to try and kick the extra point to just get the lead.
And as you said, Leon doesn't like to take a lot of risk. So, if he doesn't have to, he's going to keep it simple here and get his guys in the best position to win the ball game.
Yeah, Tyler's pretty reliable with these type of kicks as he boots that one through for a 13-12 ball game. Big play for Mariemont.
Amazing play. As you said, J.J. Miller could be, in contention for SBAAC Player of the Year. If you look on the flip side, CHL Player of the Year could very well be Charlie Tully.
Yeah, it was kind of a bummer. Indian Hill quarterback who Mariemont plays next week, John Potagill, messed up his collarbone for the 2nd year in a row, causing him to be out for majority, if not all of the season. Those two would have been great to see it go at it throughout the season for Player of the Year.
Definitely, and they'll be looking to, get a second win in a row in Indian Hill next week.
They're going to have to go on the road to do it next week. Last year was one of the most exciting games I've ever seen. That iconic Dorston to Glassmeyer touchdown to conclude the game. But we're focused right here on Williamsburg and the Wildcats in this one. We've got a heck of a game on our hands early. A lot of big plays, a lot of crazy stuff going on. And the way the Wildcats play, I'm not sure you can even wind down the clock enough to stop them from scoring. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. They've got plenty of time to get down the field.
Definitely. The only thing about that, Charlie Tully touchdown is that he scored very fast and gave Williamsburg a lot of time left on the clock. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, hard to complain with one-play touchdown drives, though.
Definitely.
It's going to be Ayers fielding this one. Once again, going to try and return it. He's done that a lot tonight. Finds a hole. This is a little bit dangerous now at the sideline. Looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds and dragged down after the play by Owen Betcher. But gives himself a really nice field position out close to the 50-yard line there.
Owen Betcher, the backup quarterback for Mariemont. He's a freshman as well, but we've seen him go in for consistently 1 play per game in varsity for Mariemont.
Yeah, he's a baseball player as well. Another good athlete out there, guy to look out for in the years to come. I believe he might be playing basketball in the winter. And yeah, down the road, it'll be interesting to see next year if it's going to be Betcher taking the reins. Warden, I know, used to play quarterback back in the day. Vianello used to play quarterback back in the day. So a lot of candidates could be taking over next year for Mr. Tully when he's gone.
Definitely a sad day when Mr. Tully is gone.
Miller looking to throw on the first play of the drive. Just goes out on a little out route to Irvin, and he's going to have the first down, eventually brought down by Whitmore. Nice play by Miller there to find his man.
First of 3 Warriors to take down Irvin on the first down pass.
And right there, we can just see J.J. Miller has some great precision when he throws the ball. Knows exactly where he wants to go. And, you know, although his interception numbers may be a little high, he does have a great accuracy when he
In
throws the ball.
recent years, this has always been a great series, this Mariemont-Williamsburg. But Mariemont's kind of, I don't want to say dominated, but handled them the last couple of years. You know, if they didn't, it was an upset. But this Williamsburg team is upperclassmen heavy. A lot of great athletes out there. They're going to be dangerous this year down the road.
Definitely. This
Looking to
could
go
be
deep, but he's got nothing. Now eventually trying to check it down. Incomplete as he was targeting Ayers.
You know, maybe we could be looking at a playoff preview here with Williamsburg and Mariemont. This would be a great playoff game and very high scoring, as we can see already here.
Yeah, it's funny, Jamal, for as high scoring as we think it is so far, it's high scoring from Mariemont's terms. For Williamsburg terms, this is kind of a defensive struggle to this point. They're putting up 50 a game, and they're only at 12 potentially going into the half. That's probably not super good for them, but if you're a Mariemont fan, this is about the most points you've seen scored in a half all year. Fly to the middle was Warden. Now Miller thought he was going to run it, and this one's dropped by Day. He tried to look up the field and run before he caught it.
Just not paying attention, really. You know, you have to catch the ball first and then look to run. He, you know, flips it, does the opposite, and that's what results. Just, for lack of better terms, a brain fart.
Yeah, I thought Miller was going to look to run here, but he kept looking to his man Day up the sideline. And you can see him just take his eyes off the ball and look upfield.
It looks like they had Cooper Naccione on a QB contain. So if he did run, it may have been a big hit by Naccione.
3rd down and 10 here, and a timeout is going to be called by the Wildcats. Going to want to rethink this one with 1:30 to go in the half. Big 3rd down here. Potentially thinking 2 plays to convert, but got to get something on the 3rd down.
Definitely. And Mariemont has actually been rushing a lot, trying to really spook J.J. Miller, get him off of his game. They do not want him to be comfortable in that pocket and let him, you know, scramble and go where he wants to go. Now, while we have a break, do you think there's any more playmakers that we haven't talked about on either side right now?
You know, it's tough to say for this Williamsburg team. One guy we were looking at before the game, number 1, Landon Wisby. He did not play in week 2. Week 1 against Batavia, he had 97 yards on 4 receptions. We were looking for him out there tonight, but last 2 weeks he's been out, so potential injury there. Who really knows? That can't be good for the Wildcats. Hope to see him back in action soon. All right, here we go on 3rd down. It's the Wildcats here. Naccione bluffs the blitz. Now he does blitz. And Mariemont is furious. They do get the full start call. Nick Leone could not have been any quicker to jump on the refs about that.
Nick Leone was going to be furious if that was not called. You know, you could see him immediately after it happened. And from where we're standing, we could kind of see that he was, you know, taking off a little early.
Well, this big play just got a little bit bigger for Williamsburg. Marching it back to 3rd and 15. Now whistles blow. They're going to bring Leone out. Not sure what this is about here. Oh, the scoreboard didn't have the down correct. 133 on the clock. Yeah, if we can put 133 on the clock, that was the issue. Did not have the timer correct there.
Having some technical difficulties here.
And now it looks like we're good to go for this big third down. Alex Irvin at the center of the bunch set. They're going to hand it off in the end around. What is going on here? They're going to have holding against Williamsburg, it looks like here.
And now the tables have turned. Williamsburg looking undisciplined here with 2 back-to-back penalties there.
Yeah, definitely going to be backing up again. And this is getting into troubling territory if you're a Wildcats fan. I don't know how in the world they can pick this one up.
What I think that was a pretty good play call. The quick, quick handoff to Holden Elkins there, and it was just unfortunate that it got called back. But I think it was a pretty good play call.
Yeah, this is 3rd and 4 ever, for lack of better words. Nick Leone having another conversation with the referees, trying to figure out how far back they should be and what down it is, confirming that it is, in fact, 3rd down. Now the call is officially made. Holding, they're going to decline the penalty and make it 4th down. Interesting decision there from Coach Leone.
Well, it looks like they will. Looks like they'll go for it here. 4th and 9. That's pretty far out.
Yeah, we'll see. Wilson a little bit late, or sorry, Miller a little bit late to the huddle. They're going to go for it.
Yeah.
No, they're going to punt it really quick.
Okay.
That was a really strange formation to line up for a punt in. And this one's actually pretty good down inside the 10-yard line. You got to be thrilled with that if you're Coach Nick Ayers.
Yeah, great punt. Completely fooled me. It did not look like a punt formation.
Yeah, Miller was lined up about 5 yards behind his center and barely got the kickoff over his own lineman.
Yeah, that was strange. They have a lot of strange formations. Williamsburg is utilizing.
That's a great camera angle right there into the insights of the Mariemont huddle as Coach Leone gives his team some direction before they head out onto the field.
And you can just see the amazing work that the water boys are doing, just really distributing that water, perfectly.
Yeah, all parts of the football team are important, and without any individual part, it's tough to come together as a whole. Mariemont deep in their own territory here. Gonna fake the handoff, little option play, and Tully goes absolutely nowhere. Austin Sipple takes him down at the line of scrimmage.
And that did not look good. I didn't like seeing Tully wrapped up like that.
Under a minute to go now. Would not be surprised to see Mariemont just run a couple more plays, go into halftime with a 1-point lead. Got to think they'd be really happy with that, the way this game started out.
Definitely no need to force anything, or maybe get a fumble. Just a smart play call here to run out the time.
Now they go empty backfield. Gonna look to get a quick throw off, and they do find Sweeney. He's gonna pick up not quite a 1st down, just short of it. Clock ticks down yet again. Timeout Warriors, so they will actually call one here, which can't quite figure out what they're trying to accomplish there. It's 3rd down and 3.
And once again, we got a great angle looking into the huddle. Maybe just trying to get his guys to, maybe just a quick play call to wrap things up and really, set the precedent for the second half.
And kind of the mindset of, I've got 3 timeouts, why not use 1 or 2 of them? I mean,
yeah,
not going to do you any good if you go into the half with 3 timeouts in the bank.
Right.
All right, so they line up for the third down now. What do they have after the timeout? We will see. Glassmeyer in motion. They're going to hand off the ball to him. He gets a first down and more as he marches his way up the field out near the 40-yard line. Are they going to call another one here? They will get the timeout with 16 seconds to go. And all of a sudden, we got a little something going on.
You know, maybe Coach Leon had, a different motive that we just couldn't see. You know, maybe he knows, what's going on. So maybe he's trying to get a quick score before the half.
Yeah, we talked about Coach Leon generally being more conservative. We thought we'd see that again here, but maybe he's trying to sneak one by the Wildcats, score some points before halftime. We'll see if he can execute.
We can just see the replay here as Glassmeyer just finds the hole and hits it immediately. Really fast, really great burst of speed from him, evades a couple tackles, and pushes forward even once he gets hit. Great play by Glassmeyer. Yeah, maybe Williamsburg was thinking the same thing we were thinking. You know, he's a conservative guy. Maybe he's not going to, try to do anything before the half. And Leon wanted to capitalize on them maybe underestimating him a little bit.
Yeah, taking a page out of the Nick Ayers playbook maybe as Coach Leon. And now Williamsburg is lined up in the prevent defense. Got pretty much everybody back, only 3 on the line. Remember, there was a screen pass to Glassmeyer, who just had a big run. He gets up the field pretty nicely here and gets out of bounds. Williamsburg kind of just allowed that to happen. 9 seconds left. Do you throw the Hail Mary? I don't know. This is going to be really interesting to see the play call.
Would be very exciting to see a Hail Mary thrown, especially when you have a big guy like Cooper Naccioni that could maybe high point the ball and come down with it if you get him in the right position.
Yeah, flag is on the field right now. Not sure what they've got. Mariemont looks to be backing up, though.
That is not good. Like I said, they have to stay disciplined, and this was a lot of momentum for them to maybe potentially get just 3 that could help them down the line. And now that with 9.8 seconds left, that's going to be a little more difficult here.
Yeah, that might kind of put an end to the hopeful drive that the Warriors had in mind to try and put some points on the board. We'll see what they go for here. Probably time for 2 more plays. Glassmeyer in motion. Tully's going to give it to him. Same play they ran earlier. Bounces back to the outside. Looking to go somewhere, but is eventually wrapped up and brought down. Clock will continue to run. And Mariemont will let it run as the second half comes to a close, with the Warriors up 13-12 on the Wildcats. Looking back at some key moments from that half, obviously the big touchdown to Davis Whitmore, long touchdown play from the Wildcats to Ayers earlier. 20 minutes for halftime, and we will see you guys on the other side of it.
Announcers, we're taking a break in 10 seconds.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Mariemont versus Williamsburg. A tightly contested game on our hands here between two undefeated teams, both 2-0 coming into this one. It's a 13-12 Warrior lead over the Wildcats as we prepare to start the second half. Jamal, let's look back at some of the bigger moments from that first half. What were we seeing? What were we noticing? What were the turning points of the game?
Been a very explosive game. Things are happening in bursts here for both teams. Just kick things off, we had a touchdown by the Wildcats. They moved down swiftly. It was a very easy, comfortable drive, it looked like, for them. And then on the flip side, we had the Warriors screaming back with a touchdown to Davis Whitmore as he evades a couple of tacklers. Then we see a back-to-back fumble situation here happening. Jack Simpson gets in there, destroys J.J. Miller, and then we see Max Duckwall losing the ball. Ultimately, Williamsburg scores again, and Charlie Tully streaks down the sidelines to get his guys the lead. I think the big turning point would be that Tully touchdown, a one-play touchdown, and he just turned on the afterburners as soon as he hit the hole. It was a beautiful play, and if the Warriors want to keep up their pace, I do think they're going to have to get a little more greedy. They're going to have to, take a page out of the Wildcats book and really try to, get some things rolling quickly here, be a little more aggressive. Something Coach Leon isn't really known for, but I do think they're going to have to, tap into that side of themselves if they want to win this game.
Yeah, we talked about the Warriors and their penalty problems at the start of the night. It was actually the Wildcats near the end of that second quarter shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with some big penalties, caused them to have to punt the ball, which eventually led to that Charlie Tully touchdown. And then they tried to score again late, ended up having to give the ball right back to the Warriors. So overall, really strong first quarter for the Wildcats. They kind of stumbled home, though, probably not very happy with the way that second half ended, obviously trailing, but they will be getting the ball with a chance to make a statement early in this second half and kind of set the tone. We'll see what they can do. We'll see how the Warriors defense can respond.
A big X factor, I think, will be these two quarterbacks. Tully has not made many, bad decisions. No interceptions up to this point. He hasn't fumbled the ball. And if he continues to play like he has, I think the Warriors will win this game. On the flip side, J.J. Miller has fumbled the ball. He's thrown a pick. If he can take care of the ball, and if he can start to run a little bit more maybe and use those legs that he is more known for, then maybe they squeak the game out.
Yeah, that was a great point, Jamal. Multiple times in that first half, just knowing the prowess that J.J. Miller has with his legs, I was kind of expecting to see him run the ball a little bit more. Really didn't see that too much out of him. It looked like he was much more looking to go in the air, so we'll see what the Wildcats and Miller do as Kutcher will send the ball away off into the night sky. This one's going to be caught, and just going to the ground is Elkins. Wildcats will receive the ball about the 15-yard line.
And what I think happened is, J.J. Miller was being contained a couple times. We saw on one play Cooper Naccioni staying home and kind of protecting each side. If they'd done their homework, they know he's a great athlete, and he could have delivered a big hit had Miller tried to scramble on him.
Yeah, very, very poor field position here for the Wildcats. I think probably the worst we've seen all night. They're going to have to go almost a full 85 yards down the field if they want to score. We'll see what they can do here. Throwing on a screen pass here, and Ayers just flat out drops the ball. That is one of the worst drops you'll see in high school football.
And that's the second time we've seen that. It was a different person last time, but the second time we've seen that from these Wildcat Warriors, maybe looking to get up the field before they catch the ball.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Ayers will not be happy with player Ayers' fundamentals on that play. Just trying to pick up a couple of yards, and he was unable to do so. Once again, we talked about kind of just making some mistakes, shooting themselves in the foot. We see it again there. Not the best of plays to start your second half. Now they go empty backfield for Wilson. 5 receivers set. High snap handled by Miller, and they hand it off to Day, who was wrapped up and brought down by Jack Simpson behind the line of scrimmage. And this is a very exciting start for the Warriors in the third quarter.
We kind of synchronized there when we said a high snap there. And you know, the Wildcats are pretty backed up here. They may be looking to just give themselves a little space to get out and punt.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we talk about them going for on fourth down a lot. This is not an area of the field where you're going to go for. If they don't pick it up, almost guaranteed that they would punt. Looking to throw, doesn't have much, steps up, now looking to run. He's tripped up from behind. Great play by number 55, Michael Curran, with a huge shoelace tackle there to force a punt from the Wildcats.
he might have been gone down the field had Curran not made that play. Incredible tackle by Curran there.
Yeah, so we see Miller, he took the punt earlier, he's going to do the same again. No one's back to return this one. This is really interesting. They're going for a full-out block. They don't get there, and as we said, no one's back there. This one's going to run out quite a bit.
That seemed wild because not a lot of people rushed. It didn't seem like Miller had a lot of problem getting that off, so I really don't know what the plan was there for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball at about their own 40-yard line. You know, Miller lines up, we said this earlier, he lines up so close to the center on those punts that it's really hard to get into the backfield and block one, I feel like, just because he gets it off so quickly that I don't really know what they were hoping for there. They weren't quite far back enough to justify that decision. I feel like they could have easily put Whitmore or Glassmeyer back there to look for a return, but that was the decision that was made, and now it's going to be the Warriors' offense in action trying to extend their lead. Glassmeyer in motion, fake the handoff, give it to Duckwall. Up the middle, shrugs a tackle, shrugs another, marches his way, it looks like just short of the 50-yard line and the first down.
What a way to keep his legs chugging and moving there. He's such a strong runner. And when he gets the ball in his hands, you can just see the power that he has. Amazing run there by Duckwall. You know, and on that punt play, it would have been nice to see maybe Evan List back there, see what he can do.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier on the kickoffs. Real speed, so he could have done some damage. 2nd and 3 here. Fake the handoff, go on a slant route to Whitmore. He turns around and picks up a first down. It was Day in coverage, was able to wrap him up, but not before they moved the chains.
Beautiful play there. You know, run pass option. He you know, quickly recognized the situation. Quick pass out to Whitmore, moving the chains.
Now they hand it off to Duckwall, and he gets nowhere.
Absolutely stuffed in the backfield there.
Yeah, Dane Jones had himself a big game in the backfield. That's the second tackle for loss he's had tonight. He was all over him.
Duckwall, -3 on the play.
Just under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mariemont's first drive of the second half. 2nd and 12 here. Tully rolling out to the right, looking to throw, and just throws it away with nothing going on. Wanted Whitmore and Naccioni to break themselves open, but blanket coverage from the Wildcats.
Probably a smart option there. You really don't want to force anything in a tight game like this. Even if you have to just throw it away, better to throw it away, get it out of harm's way, than to you know, take a risk.
Now it's going to be 3rd and long, about 13 for the Warriors. They are in Wildcat territory. If they could pick up about 5 to 8 yards here, 5 to 10 yards, you'd think they might consider going for it on 4th down, but step one is they got to get some yards. Naccioni at the bottom of your screen. It's Glassmeyer and Whitmore up top. Low snap, gets away from Tully. He scrambles, and he is brought down by a number of Wildcats in the backfield. And now they'll be punting for sure. It's going to be 4th and 20-something.
That was a pack of Wildcats that got to Tully there and just you know, destroyed him there. It did not look good for Tully at all.
Anytime the quarterback is running backwards to retrieve the snap, that's never a good sign, but Charlie Tully will now be back to punt the ball. Looks like it's Ayers back to return the punt, not a surprise from the Wildcat team. Gets the punt off cleanly. Ayers is going to look to return.
Beautiful punt there by Tully. Looks like,
and he gets it out past the 30-yard line. Going to be some better field position in the first possession for the Wildcats, but they're hoping to get out of here with more than a 3-and-out.
And here we go with this, great defensive line that's been shown throughout the game. Like I said in the beginning, Jack Simpson has been great in this game, forcing a fumble, and he's just been everywhere on the field. You got Big Lawson Wade, Hunter Metz, great defensive front here. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, we talked about Aiden Holden going for 67 a game. He has not had much working for him tonight. They go to Elkins on the end around here. He picks up about 5 to the 40-yard line. That's a pretty good run, staying on schedule there.
And like I said, Finn Warden leads the team in tackles. He's been everywhere as well. This linebacking core is also really great for this Mariemont defense. Warden and Duckwall.
Yeah, Nick Ayers is in his second year coaching Williamsburg. They were 8-3 last year, 2-0 to start this year. And I can kind of see why. I love the guy's play calls. He does a really good job. A lot of really aggressive mindset, which is kind of becoming more popular in the game of football these days. As they hand it off to Day here, brings it back to the middle of the field, has the first down by forward progress, even though he gets dragged back behind the 45-yard line.
And taking it back to the first half, number 2, Tyler Kutcher there has been, all over the field today. Had that defensive play, deep in Mariemont's territory. Had that interception on the 2-point conversion. He's just been everywhere. Been a great player for the Warriors today.
1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. They're going to hand it off again behind the line of scrimmage and pick up about 5 yards again. It was Jonathan Helton who received the handoff that time, his first carry of the night. Second and about 5 now for the Wildcats. Going to look like some QB power for Miller up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down and some deep into Warrior territory, and that's what we've been waiting to see all night, is Miller using his legs, and he does so there.
And if we look at the replay, we just see it was a QB power, from the beginning, and gets great yardage on that run. In the booth here, we got some great filming going on by Zach Mayer. Just great work up here filming.
Handoff to Aiden Holden. He's going to take it up the middle for a couple of yards. Doesn't get much, though. Forward progress is halted. Under 5 minutes to play now. 2nd and 8 for Williamsburg. They fake the handoff to Holden this time. Deep shot looking for Ayers. It's Kutcher in coverage.
What a
Nearly
play.
intercepted, broken up, and it's incomplete.
Beautiful play by Tyler Kutcher. I talked about him earlier. He's all over the field tonight. You know, he's been shadowing his assignments, and he's just a great corner for this Mariemont team in his senior season.
Yeah, that was a ultra aggressive shot there from Miller, but
and that's what you were talking about, the risk and reward play style that he has. That was definitely a risk there. Could have been some great rewards. And, you know, Kutcher there, he's going up against Pierce Ayers there, who's been playing great all night, and he just, you know, makes a great play.
Handoff now, or sorry, not a handoff, a keeper from Miller. He's going to get a first down here on a really nice play, staying on his feet. Took a lot of athleticism, a lot of grit, a lot of grind right there. But he's able to move the chains on a big play for Williamsburg.
You know, taking a break here, these long drives by the offense also wear on the defense. Earlier in the drive, we'll see number 51, Andrew Duckwall, looking a little tired there.
Another quarterback keeper.
And I do like the play calls here. It looks like they're looking to get J.J. Miller more involved in the running game, which they failed to do in the first half, so maybe trying to get him going with the legs.
My apologies there. It absolutely looked like Miller had the yards for a first down from this vantage point on that third down play. They must have ruled that he stepped out of bounds before the line to gain. So that was actually 4th and short. Picked up the first down on that run. Now it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Fake the handoff, looking over the middle, and this one's widely overthrown. Looking for Elkins over the middle of the field.
If you had let him continue going for a little bit, it looked like he may have had him, but just the Mariemont rush doesn't let him get set, doesn't let him, you know, wait for the play to develop enough, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice route there from Elkins. Just looked like a combination of a rush throw and an overthrow from Miller. As we approach 2nd and 10, it's going to be Ayers at the top of your screen, Elkins at the bottom of your screen, holding in the backfield. Ayers now in motion. They're going to fake. Now they're going to give it to Ayers in motion, bust the seam up the middle, and get about 5 yards.
The tackle by Finn Warden, he's all over the place. You can't say enough about him. He's been, you know, getting tackles all over the field, doing some good things on offense. You know, great game by him today.
Yeah, we said he was the leading tackler for the Warriors coming into the game. Another dual sport athlete. He's taking the face-offs for the lacrosse team in the last couple of years. Really big, strong, fast guy, great athlete out there, and he's tough to contain on the defensive side of the ball.
Led the league in face-offs. Face-offs won last year. You know, great player in both sports.
3rd and 6 on a big play here. They're going to turn around, fake the handoff to Ayers. Now cut it back. Miller over the middle, looking end zone. Wide open is Elkins. No one was within 10 yards of him as he picks up the touchdown, and Williamsburg catapults back in front.
Beautiful play design there. Beautiful fake there by J.J. Miller, really knowing exactly what to do. And as you said, knowing within 10 yards of the Wildcats receiver there, just wide open.
And unsurprisingly, Williamsburg will be lining up to go for 2 as they've done all night. 0 for 2 to this point, though. If they could get this one, they'd go up by 5. Or, I'm sorry, they are up by 5. They'd go up by 7, so a full touchdown and the extra point. So this is actually kind of a big play here from the 2-yard line. Rolls out right, looks to throw, fires a laser into Ayers, and they finally pick one up. 20-13 Wildcats, and just like that, Mariemont has fallen back behind.
And on the replay here, Jack Simpson was screaming, trying to get to him. Couldn't, just throws a dart for a touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like they really got Mariemont on that play fake. It was the same play they ran the previous play, except for instead of handing the ball off to Ayers, they faked it, looked for Elkins in the middle of the field, and he could not have been more open. You know they were happy to see that one executed.
Definitely. Beautiful play call execution. You know, coach is happy with that one. Now Mariemont in the huddle trying to, maybe get things back on track, let the troops know what they need to do, and Tully will look to lead a charge as the Warriors are going to come out here on offense.
So, Jamal, at this point in the game, the Warriors' touchdowns have been on a one-play drive, huge run from Charlie Tully, and then on the obvious kind of broken play situation where they went deep to Whitmore. So we haven't really seen a lot of sustained, long, consecutive plays for multiple yards type of drives out of the Warriors. What are you looking to see if you're Coach Nick Leone, if you're quarterback Charlie Tully, quarterback Coach Compton? What do you want to see out of the Warriors on this drive to try and put some points on the board?
Well, they're very run heavy, but that has not been working too much up to this point. I would like to mix in some runs, and really they haven't utilized number 1 Cooper Naccione at all, which I think is just, it's just something you have to do. I think it would be a great thing to do now, and just maybe throw him a couple balls where he can get them and see what he can do after the catch. Maybe mix in some QB runs as well.
Yeah, Duckwell dives on that one. Decent field position for the Warriors around the 30-yard line. We talk about how Williamsburg hasn't really kicked anything tonight besides the couple punts they've had, but watching their kickoff so far, I don't know that they have a ton of confidence in their kicker from any range with a field goal. He's not getting a ton of leg on the ball down the field, so obviously an aggressive mindset from Coach Ayers, but part of it could be the lack of a true field goal kicker like the Warriors have in Tyler Kutcher.
Definitely.
Empty backfield here. Charlie looking to throw. Gets it to Sweeney over the middle. He's just shy of the first down with some good yardage on the first play of the drive.
Huge hit by Pierce Ayers there. That was a devastating blow. You could hear it from all the way up here.
Warriors looking to break the huddle on 2nd and 1. We talked about this earlier with the Wildcats, this being a time to kind of take a shot, but obviously that's not really what the Warriors are known for. This is Jack Walton, I believe, in the game at the bottom of your screen. We've seen him get some reps this year to this point. Empty backfield again. 5 receivers out. Warden goes in motion. They run it to the left side of the field. Charlie is dragged down. This is going to be close. They're going to mark him for a first down. But a really nice play by Rylan Collins. He was fired up about that one, and for good reason. He made a great defensive play there. I know Mariemont picked up the first down, but it could have run a lot more.
And right there, he gets just enough. And you see Tully just keeping the legs moving even after he's hit. And that's just something that you love to see from your quarterback, fighting for every single yard that he can get.
Jack Walton still in the game here, as is Finn Warden in the backfield. Tully gets pretty much nothing on first down, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Stuart Wells and Jack Walton jogging off the field. They were lined up on the left side of the field for that play, but don't know that either of them has a reception so far this year, so not surprising to see them running the ball and then bring those guys off the field for a potential pass play on 2nd and long.
Maybe bringing those guys in for blocking purposes,
Yeah,
trying to
absolutely.
get some bigger bodies in there.
Yeah.
And, great philosophy by Nick Leone there. And if you see Cooper Naccione at the bottom of your screen there, watch out for him.
Yeah, once again, empty backfield. Tully going nowhere, but now looking to go deep. Whitmore, he's got
Wide
it.
open!
Cuts back to the middle of the field.
Cuts back
now
again.
Goes back. It's a huge block. Will not
Still
get into
chucking
the
his
end
feet.
zone.
What a play. What a connection that these two have. Tully and Whitmore. A beautiful play there. Beautiful ball. Once again, he's wide open. Look at the replay. Tully just loads up and fires a cannon bomb to Walton, who makes a few cuts and gets as many yards as he can. What a block by number 8 there.
Patrick Sweeney.
Patrick Sweeney.
Yeah, Whitmore with his second huge play of the night. Didn't quite get into the end zone there, but inside the 10-yard line. Under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And now Finn Warden is going to take the Wildcat snap with Duckwell joining him in the backfield. What are we going to see here? Roll out left, looking to run. Warden.
He's still going. He's in.
End zone touchdown, Warriors. Finn Warden with a huge run of 9 yards to put the Warriors within a single point of the Wildcats.
Beautiful run. He still looks to be down. He is hurt. Finn Warden is down. He can't get up. Maybe somebody falling on the back leg there, and that does not look good.
Yeah, Warden's still down, getting checked out by athletic trainer Taylor McQuitty. She does a great job with all the athletes here at Mariemont. Looks like it could be the ankle or the knee of Warden. He's able to get up and walk off field in his own power after that electric touchdown run.
A thing you definitely want to see when thinking towards any lower body injury, if you can't get up on your own power, that's a horrible sign.
So now the Warriors will head out there looking like they're going to go for the extra point once again to just try and square this ball game up as we head into the fourth quarter.
And like you said, Williamsburg averages 50 points. So for them to be at 20 right now is a great job by the Mariemont defense. And just a credit to how great Nick Leone's game plan was for this Williamsburg offense.
Kutcher lines it up. Low kick is fired through the uprights, but there's a flag on the play before the kick got off.
Initial signals offsides on defense.
Referee came in signaling an offsides call. We'll see if they stick with that. Looks like they're going to ask him if they wanted to accept or decline it. They could accept it, get it at the 1 yard line, try and go for 2 at this point.
If this were me, might as well go for 2 if you're going to get in on the 1. Maybe try to get a quick QB power totally over the top or just digging through the middle.
Yeah, they are going to decline this, I think. Oh, I don't know if they actually had the option to decline that, Jamal. Since it happened before the play, they might be forced to just take the yard, but they're still going to line up to kick this one, even though they're now at the 1 yard line. Now Kutcher again.
Kick is good.
We'll put it through, and we have a tie ball game on our hands with just 7 seconds left in the third quarter.
Somebody almost got through there to block that kick. It looked like it was Pierce Ayers, number 4 there. I almost got in to block that. He's been all over the field.
Yeah, certainly him and Miller, along with possibly Day, appearing to be the star players and the playmakers for this Williamsburg team. So we see it again right there. As we talked about before that drive, a huge play to Whitmore down the field, followed up by a 9 yard run by Finn Warden, scores the touchdown for the Warriors. They've been kind of big play reliant so far tonight. It's been an exciting brand of football to watch for both sides as we get almost 3/4 of the way through this game.
And it does look like Finn Ward, number 7, is walking around on the sideline on his own power. He does look to be all right.
Ayers has looked dangerous on some of these returns so far tonight. They got Day back there with him. We'll see if they try and avoid the 2 of them on this kickoff from Kutcher. He gets a good boot on it, going in the direction of Ayers, and this one is going to stay in bounds. It sneaks along the sideline. Ayers still on his feet, but will be wrapped up between the 25 and the 30-yard line, so very average field position, as we will now take this into the fourth quarter with a tie ball game between 2 undefeated teams. A lot on the line here in the final non-conference game of the season for the Warriors, and we've got an absolute thriller set up for the final 12 minutes.
Definitely. For Williamsburg to win this game, I really think it all depends on J.J. Miller. If they can set him loose and kind of let him run the ball a little bit more and maybe take the risks that he's accustomed to, I think maybe they could win the game. And on the flip side, if they can continue to do what they've been doing with the Tully and Whitmore connection and maybe sprinkle in a little runs from Duckwall and Warden, I definitely think it could go either way. Great game that we have here today.
Yeah, Williamsburg would be really happy if they could come out and set the tone on the first drive of this fourth quarter. Any sort of points they could put up here would be huge.
Announcers, we're going to a replay.
Here's Finn Warden with the touchdown run. It just beautiful way to cut back and get into the end zone. Maybe somebody fell on his leg at the end there, but he is walking around. He is fine. He's out there on defense on this next drive.
All right, we set up for the first play of the final quarter of football here in Kusel Stadium. Under the lights, J.J. Miller, Aiden Holden in the backfield. They're gonna hand it off. No, they're gonna fake the handoff. Now go over the middle. What a nice play out to the 50-yard line. It's Elkins, Austin Elkins again up the middle of the field.
Kind of faked you out there.
Such a good play fake. It had the commentator fooled, Jamal.
Beautiful play call and really beautiful execution there. Kutcher tries to bat it down at the end there, not doing. Great ball security there.
Ayers and Whitmore match up at the bottom of your screen. That's going to be one to watch if they decide to throw it here. They're going to roll left. He's going to tuck it and run as Miller, and that gets out to the 50-yard line, picks up about 3 on the first down play.
Big hit there by Wharton, it looked like, and he kind of let the quarterback know about it at the end of the play there. Ward maybe still stretching that calf out, maybe giving him a little discomfort, maybe some cramps.
Yeah, I saw Lawson Wade doing a similar sort of stretch right there. You can see it on your screen. You know, you get late into the game, these guys playing both sides of the ball. It's not easy. The body, it can start to break down. You got to make sure that you're in tip-top shape as you step out onto that field, step out onto the field and make some plays as we enter the final minutes of the game. Miller fakes the handoff again, looking deep, throws sideline wide open. Is Day has to jump and make the catch, and he is brought down out around the 35-yard line. It was Tyler Kutcher who grabbed him by the legs.
Not a Mariemont were in sight. I mean, they had a pretty blown assignment there by somebody and left Day wide open. And as we see Metz coming back in the game, he does play both sides of the ball, and he can really wreak some havoc on defense there. We'll look to see what he can do.
First and 10 now in Warrior territory. They're going to stick it into the chest of Holden. And he gets out for about 5, still pushing forward. He's marching. The Williamsburg sideline is getting excited, and he gets close to the first down marker.
And Mariemont had the momentum, but we can kind of feel it, going to the other side there, especially with that big push the O-line just gave him there.
Yeah, check this one out. They're giving it to him going across the field. Looks like a little read option play. Miller elected to give it to his running back, and look at him just keep chugging, moving Warriors. Took him about 4 or 5 of them to finally bring him to the ground. We talked about the strength of Holden early in this game, and you're seeing it there. Ayers now goes into motion. They give it to him across the field. He's got a hole. He's got a gap. Gets pushed forward inside the pylon. They're going to rule him out of bounds just short of the end zone pylon. It looked awfully close, but he's inside the 5-yard line.
Could have fooled me. It looked like he was, home free there. This is not good for the Warriors. Kind of looked like the first drive they had.
Yeah, as I said, they went the end around. You see him get a big block from Holden there on the sideline. Nachione looked like he was able to push him out of bounds, and then Tully gave him another shove at around the 5 to get him to step on the white lines. But a big play for the Wildcats there. It's going to be really hard for the Warriors to keep them out at this point in the drive.
And even if they were to give them, 3 straight stops, they would still need to get that pivotal 4th stop, in order to,
Rolling right is Miller dives for the pylon. Touchdown, Wildcats. What an athletic play from J.J. Miller, the quarterback, been making big ones all night. Superman dive. And the Wildcats are up 6, going to be going for 2. Look at this one. Jamal, walk us through it.
Well, he just kind of gets the ball, kind of lets his block set up for him in front of him, and takes a big push and a Superman jump at the end there. Shades of prime Cam Newton there.
All right, going for 2 as they've done all night. They're 1 for 3 on it thus far in the game. Rolling right, throwing today, and it's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw, went through his hands. So Williamsburg up by 6, 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Miller really tried to zip that ball in there, and maybe just a little too much to handle.
There was a penalty on that play, but obviously going to be declined by Coach Leone and the Warriors, as they're not going to risk giving them a second chance to go for the 2-point conversion.
These 2-point conversions attempts can be pivotal, because once you don't get it and the other team does score, they can go up by 1 or potentially 2 if they want to.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's so 50-50, these 2-point conversions. We said last week against, I believe it was New Richmond, Williamsburg converted 6 2-point conversions. Today they're 1 for 4. So big testament to the Mariemont defense for that, and also just kind of the luck of the draw sometimes. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But those could prove to be pivotal late in this game. You're right, Jamal.
And a great shot to see just all the Wildcats and see what's the Warriors could be seeing on the field there.
That is a nice shot as you see him break up as number 31, Ethan Schuss, gets ready to send this one off to Evan List. Duckwall's fielded both the kicks to his side early in this one. Evan List has not gotten the chance to bring one back. We'll see where this one ends up. Watch out for the onside, as we talked about earlier. They tried it on the first play of the game.
We'd love to see List get it here.
Yeah, a lot of guys on the hands team up front for Mariemont. They're going to kick it back to him. It is going to be List, but just falls to a knee and doesn't go anywhere with it. He's got it at the 20-yard line as Tully and the Warriors will march their way onto the field.
I don't think he was trying to get to a knee there, just had to get low to catch it and has to drop to a knee. He didn't look happy that he couldn't, try his luck at returning it.
Yeah, it can be frustrating at times. He's not getting a ton of opportunities his freshman year, so he wants to make something happen. But at the end of the day, he did his job. He caught the kickoff, was able to handle it safely, and not a ton more you can ask from the freshman. Anything he does after that point is a bonus.
And here we see Tyler Kutcher on offense here, which we haven't seen too much.
Yeah, lined up against Michael Day at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be Glassmeyer and Whitmore out there as well. Duckwall and Tully in the backfield. They hand it off to Duckwall, and he gets absolutely nothing. The defensive line was all over that one. Looked like it was Aiden Holden and Dane Jones, as we've said all night. He's been all over the running game.
If you look at the replay, they were in the backfield as soon as the play started. Just an amazing rush. Griffin Byrne could not hold up.
Now Griffin Byrne, instead of on the line, has moved out to the slot receiver position. And this
it's
is a
low
wild snap.
Oh, he's just got to fall on it.
Tully barely able to dive on that one, and they're going to lose a lot of yards. They're really lucky that didn't turn into a scoop and score.
Something you do not want to see. They cannot be happy about that one. They're driven all the way back, really close to the end zone. They have to be careful down here, not to get a safety on any dropbacks or rollouts.
That is a catastrophic play for the Warriors. Let's take another look at it. Just low and right all the way. And Dane Jones almost beat him to it, but the athlete that is Tully got back to it. It's 3rd and 26 from their own 5-yard line here. They give it to Glassmeyer on the edge. He's going to get some yards, but not enough as he's brought down at around the 15-yard line. And Williamsburg's going to get the ball back with under 8 minutes to go.
You see a little sportsmanship there. One of the Williamsburg players helping Glassmeyer up there.
It's going to be Tully back to punt here. Standing around his own 5-yard line, snapping from about the 15. Williamsburg does not appear to have anyone back, and they don't. This one.
A beauty there from Tully. Great leg he has.
Yeah, scooped up. Williamsburg will get it in their own territory, but only by a couple yards. Interesting that we also saw Williamsburg go with no one back. Really wanted to block that one deep in the Warriors' territory, but Tully was able to get the kickoff and get a good boot on it.
And right now we can see Pierce Ayers really hyping the team up. If they capitalize here, they're looking at the prospect of putting the game away.
Miller in the backfield, rolls out to his left, cuts it back up the middle of the field, picks up about 6 to 8 yards on that run before Tully brings him down.
Not a lot of huge pass plays for them in the second half. They're really just running a lot of misdirections and you know, jet sweeps and things of that nature. But they definitely seem to be working. Great plays all around.
Pierce Ayers goes in motion across the field. Another bit of confusion between him and Holden. They're going to get nothing on that run.
That's the second time this happened today. Maybe just not knowing where to line up. Somebody is down. 51, Andrew Duckwall. You know, throughout the game, we've also seen J.J. Miller go down and maybe take an extended break on the ground. This is a very, you know, rough sport, and so every hit may take a toll on your body. You may just need a couple, you know, seconds or minutes to, you know, recuperate from what just happened. Let's talk about the warrior that is Tully. You know, he's been on the field for, I mean, if not all the game, most of the game. And, I mean, he's just everywhere. You know, it seems like he never comes off the field.
Yeah, a lot of guys like that on this Mariemont team. A lot of two-way players, which is, you know, a brutal thing. But it's really good to see those guys making that sacrifice for their team. Now Miller rolling, throwing over the middle. And this one's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. It will be 4th down.
See a lot of switching of players by the Wildcats. Excited to see what they have cooked up.
4th down and 4. This is a big play with 5 minutes and a little bit of change to go in this game. And it looks like we had a jump.
False start.
They're going to be backing up. It's going to be 4th and 8 now, 4th and 9 maybe.
That may have been Williamsburg's tactic to go for a hard count. May not have ever had the intent to actually snap the ball. Maybe just a hard count, and one of their guys does jump.
Yeah, it's a good point, Jamal. Now it's 4th and 9. I wonder if anything changes in the play call. I don't think it does. It's got 3rd down on the marker there, but it is 4th down. And Mariemont has Tully back to return a punt. They might be kicking this ball, and it looks like Miller is setting up to do so. He's going to throw. He's going to find
He's
Ayers.
going to
He's
get it.
have a first down.
There's a flag out.
A flag is down, but they are currently marking it as a first down. We'll see what the call is.
It looks like it is coming back.
Wow.
Illegal man downfield is the call.
That's a little bit risky when you set up for a punt like that and then try and fake it. You risk that call. And now I think they're definitely going to have to punt it. Oh, man, what a big break for the Warriors.
You know, if you have some offensive linemen who may not know what's going on, they're still trying to block. And for all they know, they're just trying to make sure that the punt does not get blocked. And so the farther upfield they go, the more at risk they go for getting that call, and that's what we saw there.
Yeah, absolutely. Have to assume a punt now, and Whitmore is back deep to return this one. We've got a flag on the play here, offsides. We're going to move it forward 5 yards now.
Is that
It's like watching a tennis match here, Jamal. We're just going back and forth right now between penalties.
that is not an automatic first down, is it, Will?
No, it's not. It's still going to remain 4th down. Going to be 4th and 9. The exact yardage that Williamsburg just threw for it on with Ayers. So what do they do now? Decisions.
This has been a really back and forth game. Things like this, as we saw in the first half with the back-to-back fumbles, have been happening. And, these type of penalties can't happen on either side. So
no one is now back deep for the Warriors. They're going to play this straight up. And now Miller will kick it. A nifty play by the quarterback. And he gets a huge bounce. This could be a really nice punt inside the 10-yard line. Down by Day at about the 8. I have to think Williamsburg is happy with the result after all of those penalties. Mariemont quarterback Charlie Tully is asking for the snap inside of his own 10-yard line. They're going to have to go over 90 yards here, and they botch the snap. Now Glassmeyer picks it up, and they're going to lose 5 yards here. That is a mistake that cannot be made in this situation.
these snaps are becoming a real issue here, and if this continues, they're not going to win this football game.
I couldn't tell for sure. I didn't actually think it was the snap that time, Jamal. I thought that the transfer between Glassmeyer and Tully was botched there, is what it looked like.
The transfers and the snaps, these things have to be cleaned up, you know, especially against a great opponent against Williamsburg. These things can't happen.
Yeah, when you combine this with the penalties, it really starts to add up on you. And now Mariemont is in a dire position. They have to avoid a safety. Williamsburg looks like they're packing the box.
They really want to get to quarterback Charlie Tully here.
Hands it off to Duckwall. He's going to get
Duckwall
out.
springs!
What a huge play for the Warriors. Max Duckwall finds a hole and picks up more than 20 yards and a first down. I don't believe
Duckwall
just happened?
breaks it wide open, and that is staying true, staying confident. Hasn't been working, and he just stays confident and stays with the plan.
They give it right back to him, and this time it's just absolutely swallowed up by Jonathan Helton. But
That
let's go back
play
to this
was
run.
pivotal. Jukes a defender here,
Cuts
and he
it
just
back. Helton got sauced on the first play and then came right back and took him down in the backfield, probably a little bit unhappy with himself after getting beat. But that might have just saved the Warriors' drive, even though it is now 2nd and 14.
And like you said, he did get absolutely sauced. Ankles were snapped.
Empty backfield for Tully, 5 receivers set. Whistles blow for a timeout. Williamsburg's gonna call one with 3.5 minutes to play. Second and 14 here, Jamal. If you're the Warriors, what kind of play are you looking to run? We just saw them break one big with Duckwall, but you'd think that they would want to stay true to themselves with the run, or you go in the direction of maybe a passing play with Tully's arm accuracy. You know you need to pick up a lot of yards in a couple plays.
I'm looking to go to either Naccioni or Whitmore. Whitmore's been working a lot, but like I've been advocating for, I really want to see Naccioni get involved.
I couldn't agree more. I said this during week 1. I noticed it last week too when I went to the game at Norwood. It seems like Naccioni has at least 4 inches, maybe if not 5 or 6, on whoever's guarding him at any given time. I don't really see the risk in just tossing one up to him every couple drives, but I know that Coach Leone and his coaching staff are very loyal to their ground and pound style of play with the dominant offensive line and running back duo that they have. But late in the game, you might have to make some adjustments to that plan.
Definitely, and Naccioni's been doing a great job in the blocking as well.
No deep safeties really here for Williamsburg. Duckwall goes in motion. They don't hand it off to him. They send a huge blitz, and they're
gonna get
to
home.
Tully. Oh my goodness!
He is swallowed up and just decked.
The senior Austin Sipple was all over him, and that is a devastating play. What a great blitz to dial up at this point in the game.
The offensive line, somebody had to have blown their assignment there, or it was just too many people that they could not read at one time.
I mentioned the lack of a deep safety there for Williamsburg, and
number 70, Lawson Wade just could not, get to the rusher in time.
Yeah, it looked like Mariemont did not take the clue that a blitz could be coming, and Sipple was able to get into the backfield. Now it's 3rd and 27.
Looking for a quick pass.
Yeah, just a screen play to Glassmeyer. He'll pick up some yards.
That was
Not
actually
nearly
really
enough. And now it's decision time, Jamal. You have to punt it here, I feel like.
I don't necessarily. I think you may have to go for this. This is
Really?
game-winning time.
So we'll see what happens here. A timeout, it looks like, has been taken by Mariemont, which makes me think they're going to. If they're taking a timeout, I don't see why they wouldn't go for it. You'd think they would want to punt the ball and then use their timeouts to stop the clock when Williamsburg has it. If this is in fact going to be a punt, then I don't understand the timeout call. If they're going to go for it, I mean, it's a tough call to make with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
If I were Coach Leone, I do not see the, even if you don't get it, at least you tried, and at least you left it all out there. You're taking a big risk. During the season, there are going to be risks that pay off and not. I think this is one that is definitely worth it. I think you have to do it. I think this is Cooper Naccioni time right here.
Well, there's 2 perspectives to this issue right there, Jamal. Me and you not seeing completely eye to eye on this one. We'll see what Coach Leone decides to do. I guess our opinions don't really matter all too much up here in the booth.
They don't matter at all, actually. It doesn't matter what we say. He's going to do whatever he thinks is best for his football team. It does look like they will.
Feels like they're going for it here. No deep man for the Wildcats. If they're going to punt the ball, the Wildcats will just let them.
Actually.
5 receivers out there. Warden's in the backfield. Tully lines up not under center, in the shotgun. Big play here for the Warriors. Looking to throw.
He steps up.
Finds Naccioni.
This is what I said. It's Cooper Naccioni time.
Mariemont. This is a
Let's
huge
go! Beautiful play by Cooper Naccioni. That's what I was talking about, Will. This is Cooper Naccioni time right here.
It's hard to ask for a much better look than that. The big man number 1 was wide open on the sideline, stretched out his arms, and he picked up a first down. And all of a sudden, Mariemont is moving down the field.
Will, what did I say? I said this right here is Cooper Naccioni's time.
It didn't even look like that he was the first option. Tully didn't know where to go, and he looks to his right, and all of a sudden he finds Naccioni wide open, makes a man miss, gets down the field, and the chains get moved. Another Wildcat shot to Warden, and he's going to get 6 or 7 on the ground there into Wildcat territory.
Looks like they're going to go for more of a hurry-up kind of look here.
Clock ticking down with just under 2 minutes to go at this point. Snap to Warden again. They run the exact same play and
it's going to work.
Pick up a first down. That's a big play right there.
Well, being in this booth with you, Will, really gets the adrenaline rushing, and I just want to say you're a great partner to have in this job.
This has been an absolute thriller tonight, Jamal. I mean, it's hard to not get amped up and excited when you see a game like this unfolding in front of you, and we're going to set up for just a great finish here.
Once again, this is Cooper Naccioni's time. There's a flag.
Goes
There's
right
laundry
up
on
the
the
middle,
field.
picks up some yards.
He's still going.
Gets about 10. As Jamal said, we've got some dirty laundry out there. What are they going to call? We don't know to this point.
Too many men on the field for the Wildcats here. Looks like he's gonna decline it.
You would think he would want to decline it. I mean, they picked up a first down in the process.
And Tully got some great yards there. What a clutch play from Cooper Naccioni. If that ends up winning the game, you have to think, I called it. You know, I said this time.
You know, Jamal was adamant they needed to give the ball to Naccioni. Little did he know it was gonna end up happening and be the biggest play of the night, I would say. Just about $1:90 to go in this one, or $1:30 to go in this one. 90 seconds to play. Tully looking for the signal from Leon. Referee still consulting over something in the middle of the field. Any lip readers out there can help interpret what he's saying to Leon right now. We are not quite sure. And it looks like Williamsburg is moving their way back down the field as if Mariemont is picking up 5 yards here.
The thing is, even if Mariemont does score, you really want to be wary of how much time you leave on there for Williamsburg. Even if they leave, you know, maybe a minute, that can still be enough for them to get a quick score.
Yes, it was a penalty now. 1st and 10 for the Warriors inside the 30-yard line. Tully gives the handoff, and he is swallowed up, is Duckwall. They're going to have to hurry up right now. It was Dane Jones in the backfield. Mariemont's going to call a timeout. I like that call with minute 25, kind of regroup after that loss of yardage.
They need a touchdown here. You know, after that 4th down that they went for, you've got to think on this. I mean, it has to be on this drive, touchdown or bust.
Yeah, at this point, you're all in, especially after calling that timeout. I mean, you're going for it, and Leon made that very, very clear when he went for it on 4th down with over 2 minutes to go. tell you what, Jamal, sometimes you go to these football games, if it's, you know, not really very competitive, you see fans start to file out pretty early, particularly the students. I'll tell you what, it is as full, if not more full, in here than it was at the start of the night. At this point of the game, everyone is on the edge of their seats in anticipation as to how this one's going to unfold with the Warriors down 6.
Definitely. Even if the Warriors don't pick up a W here, a great effort by them to for what they have done on the football field here today. They cannot be hang their heads on what they did here.
Yeah, these games really prepare you for conference play when you get into the heated battles of the CHL or for the Wildcats, the SBAAC. As Mariemont and Charlie Tully look to throw. Now he goes up the middle.
Spins.
Eventually brought down shy of the first down, but a really nice play. It's going to take him to 3rd down. Third and short we have here. Jamal, run, pass. What do we do?
Give the ball to Nachione. Number 1 needs the ball. If you look here, he was looking at Nachione on the far side, couldn't get it to him, bursts up the spins. Beautiful play by Tully, but he was looking at Nachione. And we can see in these deep game situations, who are they looking for? Number 1 there, Cooper Nachione. They want to get him the ball. He's a big target and just very easy to get the ball to. And the first tackle is not going to take him down.
Yeah, I feel like I repeat myself from week 1 a lot of times here tonight, but Cooper Nachione, this guy, I feel like is a little bit underutilized on this team. I mean, obviously he's doing great things in the blocking game, but he is a big target to look for in the receiving game. 3rd down and 2 is what they have it listed as on the scoreboard here. Big play for the Warriors. Don't want to go to 4th down. They give it to Duckwall. He picks up a 1st down, it would appear. Yeah, they're going to move the chains. This is a big play here, Jamal. Clock ticking down, close to 1 minute to go.
You know, me saying give it to Nachione was probably a little crazy. Quick give to Duckwall was probably the best call.
Yeah, they're going hurry up here, and now the whistles blow. Timeout, it would appear. Yeah, Williamsburg's going to call and to stop the Mariemont momentum. I think that's a smart call by Coach Ayers.
He does not like how fast they're moving for one and how comfortable they look in this situation. They give it to Duckwall, and even though he hasn't gotten a lot of yards, he looks comfortable running the ball there. Not rattled by the moment at all, just picks up his yards and goes about his day.
Tell you what, Jamal, one stat I love to look at on the ESPN app, you see like the win probability statistics. I would have to think win probability is a very 50-50 right now.
This would be like the charts going up and down.
The charts go,
up
yeah.
and down. This would be like a roller coaster if you're looking at it for win probability.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball on the 20-yard line, 16-yard line here with under a minute to go. Mariemont down by 6. A lot of things still to unfold here in this one.
What would be interesting is we saw on the previous kick, Kutcher almost gets blocked. If we have a similar situation to that and he does get blocked, that could be a very interesting overtime.
We are set up for an incredible finish here. We'll see what unfolds. Empty backfield. It's Charlie Tully in the shotgun, 5-receiver set. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. He rolls out. They bring pressure. He escapes. Now looking to throw. Brings it himself. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Tully!
Touchdown, Mariemont! Tie ball game.
Tully just wants it more on that play. Tully wants it more than anybody on that field there. He was not going to be denied on that play. What a play by Charlie Tully.
What an incredible play. We see another look at it. He thought he was going to get sacked there. Then he wanted to throw. Then he keeps rolling out. He does not stop.
He's telling Nachione where to go. He decides to abandon it and just darts to the end zone. What a play by Charlie Tully there.
And now with a tie ball game, Tyler Kutcher heads out to take the extra point. Week 1, Mariemont won on a missed Oakwood field goal at the horn. 50 seconds to go here, but this could be make or break if you're Mariemont. And this one is good for Tyler Kutcher. There was a man offsides for Williamsburg. Automatic dead ball on the offsides, as we saw earlier in this game. I don't hate that then from Williamsburg. Might as well try and steal one there. Worst case scenario, you just have him try it again. So Kutcher will line up from a yard closer this time.
And this right here can be nerve-wracking. No matter how close you are, for anybody, this could be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, almost like icing the kicker, that penalty
Definitely.
was. He goes again. I think he was offsides again. Now, Jamal, I'm familiar with the rules very much. What stops him from just continuing to do this?
Until he gets it.
Until he finally gets it. That's what I'm saying. It's automatic dead ball. It happens again. Kutcher has now kicked 2 balls right in the middle of the uprights, and both of them are negated.
That one was shorter.
It barely snuck over, you're right.
He might have got a little spooked there on that one.
Yeah, Tully's talking to the referee crew here.
Tully doesn't like it.
Tully's very much not a fan. There were a lot of boos raining down from the crowd here at Kusel Stadium after that one. I can't say that I blame the Wildcats for that. I mean, it's kind of a good strategy.
It's a good strategy, but I wouldn't say it's very sportsman-like.
I would agree with you there, Jamal, yeah.
Like, I understand the tactic, but just take your loss and, move on.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to guess the snap count, which makes sense, but
they're not good at it.
Now Kutcher's coming off the field. I think they're just going to try and straight up go for 2.
I would rather them just go ahead and kick the PAT.
This might have been what Williamsburg wanted all along. The crowd is getting loud in here right now. And Mariemont, I'm pretty sure, is just lining up to go for a 2-point conversion.
I do not see – oh, no, I do see. So right here, I would think a quick fade to Cooper would be nice.
Yeah, timeout now is called by Williamsburg.
Yeah,
they don't like what they saw out there.
They got a little spook there. They probably weren't expecting this from Mariemont here to just come out in 2-point if you're just going to keep jumping
Yeah,
the count.
this is
some pettiness
about as
here.
crazy a finish as you can really see late in the game. Let me remind you, we still got 50 seconds left here after this kick.
And after we're going back to it, he almost gets sacked here, looking for Cooper, cuts up, takes his ankles, and gets in the touchdown.
I mean, it's crazy the plays that have been made by Mariemont tonight. I would say that final drive, too, was their best drive of the night. A lot of big plays happened right there. That duck wall run from his own end zone, then the Cooper Naccioni first down pickup. Those are all things you can forget about, but this game's over if those things don't happen for Mariemont.
I think the best play might have been the duck wall run.
Yeah, that was so huge.
I mean, because they were so far backed up, it looked like they had no hope.
The biggest play of the night, it's Mariemont. Charlie Tully under center. Looks like he might just want to punch this one up the middle. He does. He stretches and gets it. Mariemont takes the lead.
He is in. And Williamsburg looks defeated on their sideline. Still 50 seconds to go here, but this one may be all but over. What do you think, Will?
I would not say it's all but over. The 50 seconds for Williamsburg. They don't have any timeouts, which is going to hurt them, but it's a lot of time for Miller and this offense to get going. That being said, Mariemont's going to be dropping back, playing a lot of guys deep.
But you have to think, they have, like you said, they don't have a reliable kicker.
You're right.
They have to score a touchdown.
You'd think they have to get almost into the end zone, if not inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, they don't have to get a touchdown, but they have to get
pretty close. Man, that play by Charlie Tully, I thought for a second he was going to get stopped short, and then he reaches out his arm, the nose of the football gets across. That's such a smart play.
And the offensive line and everybody just pushes him forward. Nobody was going to let him not get in there.
Yeah, you know what it means to these guys when you see something like that happen. But Williamsburg has to collect themselves now. Need I remind anyone of the AFC Championship game last year between the Chiefs and the Bills, in which Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs scored with just 13 seconds, no timeouts on the clock. I mean, these things can happen in the sport of football. And if Mariemont's not careful, they can give up some points here. So
Definitely.
Big possession for the defense.
You can't take the Wildcats lightly, and this is a lot longer than 13 seconds.
Yeah.
And luckily, there's no Tyreek Hill on the other side of the Warriors.
Important to note, though, the clock does stop for first downs until the offense is able to get set. So it's not like the clock will be constantly running here. If they can get out of bounds, get a first down, they can momentarily stop the clock, which is going to be huge to save those precious seconds late in this game.
Definitely. I would look for the Warriors to be extremely careful about blitzing too many people, leaving the middle wide open.
They give it to Ayers. They're going to run a little trick play here. Now it's given off to Elkins, and he gets hit hard.
What a hit! Big hit. I'm not sure who that was by.
Mariemont Warriors defender Ryan Glassmeyer right in front of the student section.
Right in front of the Warriors bench, lights him up. What a play.
Wow. He was having none of that trick play.
The helmet was rocking on that play. I mean, let's look at the replay.
Let's get a replay. I can't watch this enough times.
He gets the ball, run a little trick play here to number 8 there, and Glassmeyer is just going to lay the boom on him. Right in front of all the Mariemont bench. You can see everybody.
So after all that craziness, the Wildcats have the ball at the 30-yard line. They actually wasted about 7 seconds off the clock there doing that, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Rolling out right. They almost sacked him. Now he throws it really deep.
No way.
It's Elkins. Oh my goodness! Oh my! Down inside the 10 is Elkins. Here comes Williamsburg. He was tackled by Whitmore. A blown coverage. This is crazy. 27 seconds to go.
They have to hurry. Everybody has to hurry up. This is what Will Stevens was talking about. I said it was up and over. I was wrong.
Do they spike it here, Jamal? Yeah, they will. Just throw one at the ground. They're going to spike this. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe what I just saw.
Well, you were totally correct. What a play by J.J. Miller. Big Lawson Wade almost got to him. Let's look at the replay.
Oh, my
Lawson
God.
Wade almost gets to him there. Couldn't get to him. He's still running. Looks at number. He throws his hand out. I mean, touchdown saving tackle for Tully, but you can just, not Whitmore, I mean, but you can just see the frustration.
Austin Elkins just was the guy we said got hit by Glassmeyer on the sideline and comes right back with that play. So we said they need to get inside the 10. They are inside the 10, obviously still going for a touchdown, but not a lot they can do for Mariemont if Williamsburg does have a field goal kicker from this point. They're going to look to throw. Doesn't really have anyone. Over the middle.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Pierce Ayers. Williamsburg may have just stolen this game out of the palm of the Mariemont Warriors. Oh my goodness.
This is the first football game that I've called. What a ridiculous turn of events here for the Mariemont Warriors. Shocked.
Yeah, shocked is the only word you can use to describe this entire stadium right now, Jamal. Let's get another look at it. Kind of a risky throw, but Duckwell was beat by Ayers on the slant route and found him in the end zone.
Until he knows it, there's not much he can do.
Tully gave so much on that offensive drive, and in 2 plays.
You got to think he may have been a little tired there. Like, he gave all he had to give on that final drive.
So now they're going to go for 2, try and make it a 6-point game. 20 seconds on the clock for Mariemont when they get the ball back. Back shoulder throw to Elkins, and he's going to get it. So Williamsburg goes up 6. That wasn't a huge 2-point conversion. It was already out of field goal range. Not that really mattered a ton.
It was already going to have to be a touchdown situation.
Yeah, so now there's going to be a touchdown and an extra point situation. So, I mean, Williamsburg is about as fired up as a team can be right now. They had to feel like they were defeated. I mean, I truly do not know how you let a man get 60 yards down the field past your defenders. It's the one thing you can't do there.
What a rocket J.J. Miller has on him. He threw that ball as hard as he possibly could to get it downfield.
I mean, we opened this game up. How long ago was it now, Jamal? 2.5 hours ago, we opened this game up talking about the quarterbacks, Charlie Tully and J.J. Miller.
And in the second half, they gave everything they had to give.
Charlie with a huge touchdown run, 2-point conversion. Then Miller makes one of the greatest heroic throws I've ever seen to Elkins, and then punches in the touchdown to his top guy, Ayers.
They have to have immense respect for each other after this game, because what these two men have given on the field today is nothing short of incredible.
14 seconds remain in this game. Our broadcast has it at 19. It is 14.3 seconds is the correct time at this point.
You got to be looking at maybe, I don't even know.
I mean, you have to hope for some sort of big return, and then you go laterals, I guess.
maybe if they get out of bounds, they could get one.
They're going to
They're
squib
gonna
kick it.
squib
Whitmore
it.
can't really handle it. Now it just falls on it. No time came off the clock.
That, that really, I won't say it kind of changes things, but that's great field position to
It is
start out
actually
with.
really nice field position, Jamal. So
Um,
I think 14 seconds, it's going to be tight, but that could be enough time to complete a pass, spike the ball, and then go for a Hail Mary, I think.
And like I said in the beginning, like I've been saying, I don't want to harp on this guy too much, but if you could have Nachioni for a Hail Mary
a
here,
jump ball, like, he's the most likely guy on the field to win a jump ball.
right, yeah.
If you just look at it in terms of statistics and height and everything. They did run a little bit of time off the clock for the kick, so 12.5 seconds.
And I mean, totally has to be dog tired here. I mean, everything he's given.
I mean, you have to think Williamsburg won't make the same mistake. Mariemont just didn't let a guy get behind him. But
I really don't know how that happened.
in this game, who really knows, Jamal? Kutcher goes into motion on the left side, runs up the field, flag is down. Tully escapes,
He just
throws
rockets
deep, he
one.
launches it.
It's going to be picked off.
Intercepted by Pierce Ayers, the man who just scored a touchdown.
If the flag is on Mariemont, the game is over.
The flag is down. We'll see what they have.
It looks like it's on Mariemont.
It is against Mariemont. It's going to be declined.
The game
and
is
this
over.
game is over. It's going to be victory formation for the Wildcats.
One of the greatest games I've ever seen in person.
J.J. Miller, Austin Elkins, and Pierce Ayers have got to be the players of the game here. I mean, if you want to look at the Warriors side of the ball, Charlie Tully obviously had one of the greatest games I've ever seen in that second half. But at the end of the day, his team did not pull out the W. It was the Williamsburg Wildcats.
Like you said, like the Chiefs did in that championship game. I can't even speak right now. What a game!
And Davis Miller was, you could see, frustrated himself after that play at the end of the game with Elkins to get inside the 10-yard line. But he had two of the biggest plays of the night for sure. That opening touchdown from Mariemont was huge out of him and Tully on the broken play. And then he caught that ball for a good 70-yard gain that came up just shy of a touchdown. He has to hold his head high after the game he just had. Really everyone on Mariemont does. I mean, they played some good football.
Amazing football. The thing you can't let happen, you cannot let a guy get behind you in crunch time like that. That is that's a backbreaker, really.
Yeah, the Williamsburg student section was going crazy after that, while the rest of Kusel Stadium was dead silent. And I'm sure there's some kind words being said in that handshake line after what we just witnessed.
Especially between Tully and J.J. Miller. They have to shake hands and really respect each other because they gave it their all. I really like what I saw from Charlie Tully. He's definitely, I think a front runner for CHL Play of the Year.
Absolutely. You see Williamsburg going to their fans, though. They know they're excited. It's a huge win. Mariemont drops to 2-1 on the season as they will enter conference play against rival Indian Hill next week. Tune in for that one. It's going to be a huge game. Williamsburg goes to 3-0, remaining undefeated. Congratulations to the Wildcats. And we will see you guys in Kusel Stadium in a couple weeks. Thank you, everybody.
Announcers, you're clear.
Honestly, I feel like the team failed Charlie Tully. Especially you, the team definitely failed Charlie Tully. You can't let somebody get that.